Hello, friends, and welcome to the League One Ontario semi-final match between Blue Devils FC and Alliance United here at Brawny Athletic Field in Oakville, Ontario. My name's Pierce Lang, and I'm going to have the call for you all game long here. Expect fireworks, my friends. These two teams both very strong defensively, very hard-nosed teams, very well coached, very disciplined, and able to put the ball in the back of the net. Going to go through the starting lineups for you here really quickly. For the visitors, Alliance United, you've got Johnson Amu up front. Supporting him will be a whole host of talented players, including Kushin Azemi on the left, Achu Savananthan on the right. Behind that front three will be Artem Tesker. Behind him will be Pharrell Francis and Nikola Stakic. Left back will be Nirun Savananthan. Sam Gardner to his right. To the right of him will be Kenny Leotis. And on the right side of that back four will be Jacob Maruto Robinson. And in goal, it's Praveen Ahilan, one of the top goaltenders, or goalkeepers rather, that in League One Ontario since entering the league. Certainly, him and Lucas Bernstigl, his opposite number in the Oakville goal, statistically the best goalkeepers in the league. And starting in the back for Blue Devils FC, you've got the aforementioned Lucas Bernstigl, and in front of him on the left side, you've got Luka Frankovic, Shaq Lowe, Adam Cherkovsky, and Mario McLennan. In front of them will be Kyle Porter, Brandon Duarte, and Gianluca Spapadora. To the right, Matthew Santos. To the left, Cody Ellis. And up top will be Blue Devils' leading scorer, Taha Ilyas. As mentioned previously, these are the two best defensive teams in the league. So expect to see a very, very tight game, very similar playing styles. It's hot as heck out here today, let me tell you. I know Blue Devils head coach Duncan Wild is hoping that the heat will catch up to this Alliance squad, who did have to play on Thursday against Pro Stars. They dominated the scoreline, but not necessarily dominating the ball in that match, but took advantage of their opportunities. By my count, they had 6 chances to score, scoring on 4 of them. I was talking about Lucas Bernstigl ahead of the little sidecar we just rode off on moments ago, and head coach Duncan Wild made him the captain at the start of the year, and he said that making him captain improved his focus, and he's been helping out the young keepers, and he's without question one of the best keepers in the league. And I talked to Ilya Orlov above his keeper, and he chuckled at the fact that he actually plays his university ball for Ryerson, which makes him an enemy when they're not together here at Alliance. And it looks like we're about to get underway with the entrance here for both teams as they're starting to line up. If you didn't have a chance to check out the preview that I wrote for this match for Oakville News, check out my Instagram, _. There's a link to it there, or just go to Oakville News and you'll be able to find it. It should be at the top. A couple quotes here from Blue Devils head coach Duncan Wild. Certainly this game being played at the spiritual home of the Blue Devils during the playoffs, Brawny Athletic Field, when they normally play the regular season at Sheridan College in those comfy confines. And he loves the atmosphere here. And how could you not? The fans are right up on the field just about. It's tight confines, and you can hear them every single time the ball gets touched. And I'm going to take a moment here for the national anthem, and we'll be right back. Now, I was mentioning how Praveen Ahalan plays for Ryerson University. You've got a lot of University of Toronto influence with this Alliance United squad, and that's due to the fact that head coach Ilya Orlov is the head coach at U of T as well. But going through the lineup, you look at Johnson Amu, who was with the Guelph Griffins, Achu Sabanathan, who was also with Guelph but played a year at U of T, Sean Sigawatch, who's a U of T guy, so is Kushan Azemi, Artem Tesker, Narun Sabanathan, Jacob Maruto Robinson, Kingsley Balil, Artem Tesker, Nikola Stakic, and then you've got Sam Gardner, who played at Jacksonville and Grand Canyon U, and then Dusan Kovacevic and Matt Montero, who played at MAC. Now, both of those players are going to be absent from today's game as they were previously signed to Blue Devils FC at the start of the season and have non-compete agreements with the club that should they meet after they depart from the club, they could not play against them, and that leaves them where they stand currently. If you look at the players on this Blue Devils FC squad, you've got a lot of pedigree and guys like Mo Shamki, who came up through the Blue Devils Academy and was playing in Serbia for Dobanovic. David Balastegi, who played at Sheridan College and as well was at Atletico San Cristobal in the Dominican Republic. Adel Rahman, who was with the Pakistan national team and Niagara University. Matt Santos played at Canisius in Buffalo and Sheridan College on a fabulous Sheridan College team that also featured the likes of Cyrus Rollix and Emilio Estevez and several other players who've gone on to bigger and better since. You've got Patrick Periel, who might make his way into this game, who's playing for Guelph right now. Andre Neptune, who's likely to come off the bench, who's potentially going to be a captain this year at Laurier. Mario McLennan, who's at Ryerson. Shaq Lowe, who played at Niagara. Adam Jarkowski, who was captain at Masters before he came here, who played at the University of Toronto Mississauga campus. Cody Ellis, who's a perennial Player of the Year candidate for this Blue Devils squad and is the all-time best 11 player, was a Sheridan grad. You've got Luka Frankovic, who's a captain at Waterloo. Lucas Bernstingle, who was part of the first TFC Academy class, who played with Dundee, Clyde, Queen's Park, and many more when he was in Scotland. And then obviously Kyle Porter, who's lining up in the middle of the pitch, who's got a wealth of experience having played for the Whitecaps, DC United, FC Edmonton, York United, and Brandon Duarte, who's standing over the ball right now, who was captain at St. John's University after clawing his way up there, having to go to junior college before that and really carve out his own path. Was on trial with FC Edmonton at the start of the season and He's going to be one of those players that Duncan Wild's going to be counting on to have a big performance today. He was cited as him, Gianluca Spapadoro, who just lumped the ball up the pitch, and Kyle Porter are going to need to have big games today and clog up the middle for this Blue Devils squad. They're hoping to win possession in the middle of the park and catch this Alliance team on the counter. This is Cody Ellis now. Artem Tesker knocks that ball out of bounds, and Blue Devils will regroup. This is Luka Frankovic. Achu Savanathan tried to clear, but it was knotted down by Spafadora. Ball crossed into the box. This is Narun Savanathan, one of the 2 goal scorers in that match against Pro Stars. Him and his brother Achu getting both goals. This is Sam Gardner. Or Kenny Leotis, rather. That my mistake. This is Sam Gardner. Sam Gardner got in a couple matches with FC Edmonton in 2020. Mario McLennan chasing this ball down. Keeping it off the foot of Narun Savanathan. Making sure that that dangerous player is unable to get a shot in towards goal. This is Johnson Amu. That will be put out of bounds by Shaq Lowe for another throw-in for Alliance here. A very dangerous part of the pitch. Gardner's found Stakic. Stakic looking for Achu Savanathan. Stakic set up the first goal in that quarterfinal against Pro Stars with a perfectly placed dead ball into the box, and Savanathan was able to put a glancing header in towards goal, and Kyle Porter smashes the ball just over the goal and out for a goal kick. Leotis out wide. Jacob Maruto Robinson, a player who played absolutely phenomenally on Thursday against Ferris Omari, who had been named post-match as the player of the week for the week previous for his performances leading up to that game. And Maruto Robinson, who Ilya Orlov believes is probably the best one-on-one defender in the league, was able to completely shut him down, so much so that he had to switch sides and match up with Narun Savanathan. This is McLennan with the ball now. Into the box, looking for someone, and it was over the head of Duarte. Cody Ellis chasing that ball down, hunting to win it back, and that's going to go out for a Blue Devils corner kick. I know this is something that the Blue Devils will have been working on all week long, knowing how strong defensively this Alliance squad are in open play. They're going to need to take advantage of any opportunity like this to catch them off guard. Porter with a right-footed ball swung in near post, headed away by Maruto Robinson. Santos gets a foot to it, but not enough mustard on that. Sliding in is Santos, and he gets a foot onto the ankle of Johnson Amu. Just a split second too late. Amu's up to his feet, though. He's a tough customer. One of the top scorers for this Alliance squad all season long. Second leading scorer, in fact, behind Achu Savanathan. Ball up over the top, and Bernstein is going to chase that one down and beat Savanathan to the ball. I think it's safe for all our sakes with 2 Savannanthans who are going to be mentioned fast and furious throughout the game. I'm just going to call Naroon and Achu to avoid any confusion. This is McLennan working his way up the pitch. Duarte lays it off for him. McLennan with the ball on his right foot, edging towards the byline, puts it into the middle. No one there in blue. Shot in towards goal by Brandon Duarte, but that's blocked. And Naroon able to clear, but only as far as Adam Tchaikovsky. Tchaikovsky gets the ball and heads it back into the Lions' end. Brandon Duarte chases that down, but Naroon able to pick it up. This is Spafadora. He's got Ilias. Taha Ilias, full head of steam, charging towards the top of the box, shoots it towards goal and puts that one just wide of the far post. Go Devils. Ball up to Achu. Achu rounds Frankovic, but Cody Ellis is there to intercept. He'll put that one out for a corner kick. This will be Kushinazemi, one of those U of T players that suit up for Alliance, putting a right-footed outswinger into the middle of the box. Kyle Porter gets ahead to it, but Cody Ellis is knocked down, and that's going to be a free kick according to referee Scott Bowman. Scott Bowman in the middle for this match, with AR1 being Twain Anderson and Joey Filipich on the other side. Our fourth official today is Kevin Kim. Shaq Lowe's found McLennan. He's closed down quickly by Kushinazemi. Spapadoro to Frankovic. Made a slight mistake moments ago in saying that Johnson Amu, ball into the box, headed clear by Sam Gardner. This is Kyle Porter with it now. McLennan from distance, he's found Ilias. Ilias turns, fires, blocked by Leotis. This is Frankovic. Frankovic blocks the clearance. Nazemi now. Frankovic still battling hard to win back possession. Brandon Duarte comes away with it. He's got options. Finds Matt Santos. Santos cutting in. Santos with the left-footed ball into the box. Taha Ilias goes up for the header and is unable to connect. And this is Achu Savannathan now. Savannathan slowing things down. He's found Nikola Stakic, the former TFC Academy player, switching play for Naroon Savannathan. And he looks to switch play once again and found his brother. This is Achu Savannathan. Left-footed ball into the box. Shot it towards goal, and Bernstingle parries that into his own goal, and it's 1-0 for Alliance United. Not much of a chance there for Bernstingle as that point-blank shot caught him off guard, and it goes off of his hands and into the side netting. I'll have to get confirmation for you on who actually put that in. Could be Maruto Robinson. I'm not 100% sure. You'll have to give me a moment here. I was saying before I'd made a slight mistake before that counterattack. Achu Savannathan, 11 goals on the season. His brother Naroon, 7. And Johnson is third. Johnson Amu, that is, with 6 goals. So the Blue Devils find themselves behind the 8 ball here early on in this match. But one thing that this team is known for is never giving up. This isn't the first time they've found themselves down in a game, and they're more than used to getting themselves back into things after giving up a goal. And it sounds like it was Artem Tesker who put that one away. As Papadora looks to find Matt Santos. Santos with it on his right foot, and he smashes it in towards Ahalan, and Allahan parries that one wide of his goal, and that's going to go out for a Blue Devils throw-in. McLennan with it now. Spaffadora looking for options. Shaq Low with it now. Into Duarte, the former captain at St. John's University, lays it off for Shaq Low. Ball being worked around. This is perennial all-star Adam Tchaikovsky. A big, strong center back. Duarte puts a ball in for Cody Ellis. Nikola Stakic dancing through the middle as Taha Ilyas pressures him. You can see how hard the Blue Devils are trying to win the ball back here. Johnson Amu whistled down for a foul on Shaq Low just seconds ago. So in the 9th minute of play, Artem Tesker giving Alliance United an early lead. Shaq Low brings the ball down. McLennan going to give it to Adam Tchaikovsky. Cruyff turn at the top of the box. He's found Porter, who gives it to Spaffadora. Back to Porter again. Cody Ellis loses his footing and slips onto this piping hot turf. Feel bad for the guy. I'm melting like a popsicle in the sun here. I can't imagine what it's like actually on the field. This is Artem Tesker, the goal scorer. Stakic. Stakic switches play. He's found Narun Savanathan. This is Nazemi losing out. McLennan back the other way, and this is what the Blue Devils are looking for to try and strike on the counterattack. Santos cutting back into the middle, switching play over to Cody Ellis. Ellis brings it down, top of the box, does a little dance, step over, stutter step, shot in towards goal by Matt Santos, and well over the goal there. Still 1-0, folks, here in the 13th minute of play. Artem Tesker with the only goal so far. Savanathan being asked to move his water bottle behind the goal. So I'm going to assume some of you out there watching for the very first time a League One Ontario match. So let me tell you a little bit about this league as the ball bounces around in the middle of the pitch. League One Ontario is the province's Pro-Am standards-based soccer league and is sanctioned by FIFA through the Domestic Authority of Canada Soccer and Ontario Soccer. Founded in 2014, the league enters its 8th season of play in 2022 with 20 teams in the Women's Premier Division and 22 teams in the Men's Premier Division. League One serves as the stepping stone between high-performance youth soccer and the fully professional levels of the game. Its primary focus is the showcase and development of Canada's future stars, and to that end, more than 150 players, male and female, have graduated from League One Ontario to the professional levels of the game in Canada and around the globe. If you'd like more information, please visit league1ontario.com. Strong challenge there on Duarte, sees the ball move back up the pitch, and Alliance are on the counter here. For more information, please visit league1ontario.com. You can also find League One Ontario on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, if you're a big TikToker. Savanathan taken down by Frankovic. The linesman never put up his flag, and you can see Frankovic wondering why there's a call, but Scott Bowman assuring him that he's made the right decision here. He's got a better angle than I do, so I'm not about to question it. Spaffadora over there continuing to argue the call. This isn't a position the Blue Devils want Alliance having a free kick from. Nikola Stakic able to place a dead ball with pinpoint accuracy. We saw it on the first goal against Pro Stars. Whipped across the box. Shaq Lowe gets to it first and heads it up over the crossbar and out for a Alliance corner kick on the opposite side of the field here. 15 minutes played, friends. Still 1-0 for Alliance United. Artem Tesker with the opening goal. This is Kushin Azemi standing over the ball. He's going to put a right-footed kick into the far post, headed away by Lowe once again. Duarte chasing it down. Johnson Amu comes away with it. Amu plays it back. This is Tesker lobbing a ball into the box, chasing it down to Savanathan, putting it across goal to his brother. And that's going to be deflected out by Shaq Lowe for another corner kick. Wave after wave of pressure here from Alliance. You can see the experience of this Blue Devils back line as they defend each and every one of these waves of pressure. As Zemi puts another ball in far post, Lowe gets to it again, and Bernstingle's going to chase that down and try and save it, but that ball is deemed to have gone over the line by Twain Anderson on the far side of the pitch. So it'll be another Alliance United corner kick. And you can feel the pressure being ratcheted up every single time they get one of these dead ball instances. The nerves are starting to build for this Blue Devils squad, and certainly for the fans watching the game. Right-footed ball low, driven in hard. Go points! The cross is blocked. This is Brandon Duarte on the counterattack, and this is exactly what the Blue Devils are looking for. Spafadora over the halfway line. Taha Ilyas with it now. Ilyas stutter steps, trying to get around Maruto Robinson, puts a ball into the middle. Blocked. Cleared by Artem Tesker. Only as far as Frankovic, and Frankovic carelessly, needlessly puts a ball out of bounds for an Alliance throw-in. This is Achu Savanathan. They're looking for Johnson Amu in the middle. This is Kyle Porter with it now. The former Canadian international has found Brandon Duarte. Duarte with it on his right foot, stops, turns. He's got time and space. He's finally being closed down by Tesker. Cody Ellis with it. Back to Duarte. Duarte switching play to McLennan. McLennan, who's an academy product, or at least had played for the reserves in years past. Shot in towards goal by Santos and off the post. And Matt Santos ties it up for the Blue Devils. And you can see the Cristiano Ronaldo style celebration there from Matt Santos. A player who just absolutely loves to play. Shows up early for practices, leaves late, always with the ball at his feet. And the one thing you don't want to do is get under his skin during a match, because if he's playing a little bit sleepy, that's what you're looking for, because as soon as you get him angry, he plays a little bit harder every time he touches the ball. And you saw it there as he drove that shot low and hard into that bottom corner, and all Praveen Alian could do was get a hand to it, and it bounced off of him, off the post and into the goal. You can hear the consternation from the fans, the players, and the bench from the Blue Devils as Alliance are awarded a free kick here at the 25-yard line, I'd say. Very dangerous. And you have to assume Stakic is going to be the one to take here. Scott Bowman going over to talk to Twain Anderson right now to confirm that he got the call right. Bowman sticking with the call here. Counting off his steps. Five-man wall in front of Bernstingle. Gardner and Stakic over the ball. You've got Santos, Cody Ellis, Papadora, Kyle Porter, and Luka Frankovic in front of Bernstingle right now. Stakic lays it off for Gardner. Gardner, low hard shot right into the breadbasket of Bernstingle. And everyone takes a deep sigh of relief here. And Bernstingle smashes the ball up over half. This is the goal scorer, Santos. He's found Porter. Porter being closed down quickly by Achu Savananthan. Cody Ellis with it, always so dangerous on that left side. Tries to pop a ball up, and Duarte puts a shot in towards goal, but that's never going to trouble Perrine Ahalan. As mentioned before the game, he is, without question, one of the top two goalkeepers in this league. Him and Bernstingle statistically the two top goalkeepers in this league, and proof is in the pudding, really. You look at the numbers. Alan taking his time to get the ball back into play here. No rush. These two teams mentioned before are evenly matched, and all you got to do is look at the scoreboard to see that that's true. This is Leotis. Gardner. Gardner turns and gives it back to Leotis. You can see the pressure's been eased off here by the Blue Devils now that things have been tied up. Overlapping run from Narun Savananthan, cutting back inside. He's got it on his right foot, but Tchaikovsky breaks it up. He's found Santos, and this is what the Blue Devils are looking for. Catch this Alliance squad on the counter. Ball into the corner for Ilias. Ilias is able to keep it in. Ilias trying to turn, but this is Pharrell Francis able to win the ball back. Santos dancing through a couple players, but he finds Porter. Duarte with it now into the corner. He's got Porter. Porter whips the ball into the box, looking far post, and that goes over everyone and out of bounds for a goal kick. Ball put back into play quickly with the short pass to Leotis. Earl Francis giving it right back to him, and will be worked out to the corner. You can see how the Blue Devils are waiting at the halfway point here to let Alliance get the ball out of their own end before they really put pressure on. You'll see Brandon Duarte's tireless work ethic when things really need to be cranked up a notch. He's a player who's got a motor that just doesn't quit. Never giving up on a play, and when the Blue Devils are ready to step things up here with the pressure, he'll be the first one up the pitch to chase the ball down. Santos takes a shoulder in the face from Sam Gardner. Gardner going to get a quick talking to from Scott Bowman, continuing to protest the call. Gardner gets away with just a stern talking to from Bowman. Tied at ones here, friends, in the 25th minute from Brawny Athletic Field in this League One Ontario semi-final. The winner of this game will go on to play the Vaughan Azzurri. Vaughan clawed their way back into the game yesterday after going down 1-0 off of an Ethan Beckford goal, and There was a lot of anxiousness going into halftime, and eventually it was the ageless wonder, Dylan Carrero, turning and firing to tie things up for Vaughan in the 48th minute. And then later on in the second half, it was the substitution, Benitez Hernandez, smashing a ball past Ricky Gomes to put the Azzurri ahead in that one. And that was the final. Plenty of yellow cards and even a red card to Simcoe County Rovers head coach Jason Beckford at the end of the game, as I think he was trying to buy his team some time with some extra minutes to be added on, but that's just my opinion. Bernstingle looking for Cody Ellis. That's going to go off the head of Maruto Robinson, but Ellis is able to keep it in play, and he puts the ball out off of Maruto Robinson for a corner kick. Kyle Porter standing over the ball. He'll put a right-footed in-swinger into the box. Near post going up, and it's knotted on by Leotis out of the box, and Santos puts it back in. Brankovic battling for it. Cherkovsky smashes the ball off of a defender, and that's going to go out for another corner kick for the Blue Devils. Under 20 minutes to go here in the first half. We are more than likely approaching a water break, as it is absolutely scorching hot here right now. After a brief word from referee Scott Bowman, the whistle is blown, and Porter will put in another right-footed in-swinger into the middle of the box, and Ahilan pulls that one down. Slows things down immediately, allowing his team to get themselves into position. And Alliance will work the ball out of the back slowly but surely. No rush at all from this squad. I think I mentioned before how they are probably on tired legs right now, having only played 72 hours ago, or less than 72 hours ago. This is Naroon Savanathan cutting back inside. He gets around Santos. He gets around McLennan. Duarte falls to the ground. Sliding in is Spafadora, and he takes a foot right to the stomach. Yellow card goes to Savanathan, and Spafadora is going to take his time getting to his feet. That's gotta hurt. Reckless play there from Savanathan. And we're going to take that previously mentioned water break that I was talking about. I could certainly use a water if anyone's listening. Maybe a Gatorade. Speaking of Gatorade, they're proud sponsors of League One Ontario. Rehydrate, replenish, refuel with Gatorade. I'd also like to give a big shout out to Derby Star, the official ball of the Canadian Premier League and preferred match ball for League One Ontario. You'll notice the Macron jerseys that Alliance are wearing. Macron's a proud sponsor of League One Ontario. Work hard, play harder, Macron. And I have to imagine a fair few of these fans made their way to this match in a car, and one or two of them might be riding on Vibrant Performance parts. Vibrant Performance, Canada's most trusted automotive high-performance brand. And if you're keeping up with this one online and you're looking for stats, go to the League One Ontario website. League One Ontario's website is provided by Sports Engine. Bring your team together with Sports Engine HQ. I mentioned earlier a couple of these players have played in the Canadian Premier League, like Kyle Porter and Sam Gardner. Canadian Premier League are also proud sponsors of League One Ontario, where Canadian soccer takes flight, the Canadian Premier League. Canada Soccer are also proud sponsors. Sign up for the new Canada Red Fan membership program to get the inside track on national team tickets, exclusive merchandise, and other promotions. We'd also like to give a big shout out to Ontario Soccer, encouraging all of us to play, inspire, and unite. And both teams are back out on the pitch. And I have to imagine that they were both being told just to keep doing what they're doing, because there's been no shortage of chances here so far in this match. Both teams looking real dangerous. And I think we were expecting exactly what we're seeing here. Lots of possession from both sides and then counter-attacking football. You can see the pace of the game is slowed a bit, though, as the minutes have gone on, and it's got to be the heat catching up with everyone. I've said this once before, and I'll say it again. It is absolutely scorching hot here in the midday sun. As Leotis' ball is picked off by Frankovic. Frankovic cuts around another defender, puts a ball into the middle. He was looking for Cody Ellis, and it's finally cleared by Sam Gardner. Spafadora seems to have recovered from that foot to the midsection. This is Ilyas now with it. Ilyas putting a ball in towards goal, and that's blocked by Pharrell Francis and into the hands of Ravine Ahilan. Francis with it once again. This is Kenny Leotis. Maruto Robinson.
Glad you found Peter.
Big shout out to my guy Steve Shelton here for hooking me up with a off-brand energy drink we won't mention. Ask and ye shall receive, they say. Corner kick coming here for Alliance United. Well, it looks to be a throw-in. Expect a long throw. 34th minute of play here. Ball into the box, headed clear by Frankovic. Duarte was able to smash it up over half, but he's down on the ground. Looks like he took a bottom of the boot to the shins as he went to clear. No word from the officiating crew as to whether there was an infraction. Bernstein comes over to give his 2 cents. Duarte really slow to get up to his feet. You hate to see something like that with such a pivotal player for either of these two teams. Anyone, really. Duarte back up to his feet, but you can see he's hobbled as he limps his way up to half. Not the kind of player to give up an opportunity to play in that 2017 League One Ontario final that the Blue Devils won off of a Braden Culver penalty kick. And that's not to take away from the fact that Matt George made multiple saves in that shootout, but Brandon Duarte flew back specifically for that game from his junior college. Cody Ellis with the header towards goal, and the Blue Devils take the lead. Cody Ellis soaring up into the air, showing why you need to sign up and get your personal training done by Mr. Cody Ellis, as he found another level to get up into the air and get over Praveen Ahilan and give the Blue Devils the lead. 2-1 for Oakville. 35th minute of play. And you can tell this has cranked up the energy level here for the Blue Devils supporters. It was pins and needles until they had equalized, and things are starting to liven up just a little bit. Kenny Leotis now with it. Plenty of space. No one's going to pressure him as the Blue Devils look to conserve more energy. This is exactly where they want Alliance, having to chase the game. With both these teams being as strong as they are defensively, the Blue Devils are confident in defending and know that these tired legs will begin to catch up for Alliance. This is Kushin Nazemi standing over the ball. He's going to put a right-footed ball into the box. Right into the middle of the box, headed in towards goal, and Bernstingel comes away with that one at the last second. A lot of deep breaths taken there from the spectators surrounding me. Ralph Francis gets to that ball first, beating Elias. This is Tesker getting it up. Gardner's well up the pitch right now. You can see him getting his way back into position. Duarte down on the pitch once again. Two to one here for the Blue Devils on their playoff home pitch at Brawny Athletic Field. A place where they're undefeated since joining the league in 2015. That's not to say they've won every game here. You'll remember they drew with Masters and ended up going out of the playoffs on away goals when Masters made it all the way to the Canadian Championship, having beat London in the finals. This is Spapadora with a shot from range, and that's going to go well wide of the goal. Ball back into play quickly. This is Leotis. Out wide to Gardner. Gardner looking for options, doesn't see much. Finally, Stakic opens up for him, and he's going to switch play over to Maruto Robinson. This is the goal scorer for Alliance. Artem Tesker giving it back to Maruto Robinson, and the plays worked all the way around to Gardner once again. Gardner, such an imposing force, well over 6 feet and strong and athletic to boot. Mario McClellan clears the ball out of bounds, but it was already whistled down for an infraction against the Blue Devils. Stakic with it on his right foot, letting Leotis take his time to bring it over half. Going back into their own end or Alliance. Again, very little pressure on them from the Blue Devils until they get into this final third. Cherkovsky blocks, goes to clear. Achu Savananthan. This will be Ellis chasing the ball down, but as fast as he is, he can't get to that one, and it's going to go out for an Alliance throw-in. This is the former TFC Academy player, Nikola Stakic, finding Artem Tesker. Tesker with it now on his right foot, charging in, and a misplaced ball will roll all the way to Lucas Bernstingel, who's going to take his time before Johnson Amu pressures him into picking the ball up. Bernstingel hammers the ball up well over half, and it's Narun Savanathan nodding it on to Nazemi, and Mario McClellan charging in, winning the throw-in and getting a little bit of body onto Nazemi too. McClellan getting the benefit of the doubt here as he moves at least 15 feet up from where the ball went out of bounds. Porter tries to keep the ball in, and it's put out off of the foot of Naroon Savananthan. Duarte putting the ball into Porter. Back to Duarte. Tries to swing across into the box, and that's going to go off of Nazemi and out for a corner kick, according to our assistant referee, Joey Filipic. Porter to take. You can see the Blue Devils bunched up at the top of the box right now. See what comes from this is Porter looks to put a right-footed ball into the box, and he does. Near post, headed away by Naroon Savananthan. Taha Ilyas chasing it down, lays it off for Spafadora. He's closed down by Pharrell Francis. Ilyas's pass is blocked, but it'll make its way over to Santos. Matt Santos chipping one up into the air. Tchaikovsky lays it off for Ilyas. Ilyas looking for options. He's found Santos in the middle of the pitch. Santos into the box. He's looking for Ellis. Back up over the top, looking for a charging Adam Tchaikovsky. And Tchaikovsky's going to have a big long run back into his center back position after that foray into the enemy end. This is Kenny Leotis slipping a ball through into the middle. Nazemi with it now. He was looking for Johnson Amu, but it goes all the way back to Bernstingle. Trainer is going to be called onto the pitches. We've got a man down, completely motionless at the moment. You'll have to forgive me, I wasn't sticking with what was going on behind the play, so I can't tell you who's down. Looks to be Nazemi. And we hope that he's okay. He's moving now, and he's rising to his feet slowly but surely. He'll have to go off for a moment here as the trainer came onto the pitch to give him attention. Looks to be in a fair bit of pain as he hobbles off the field. Gives an opportunity for the rest of his squad to catch their breath, as this heat has to be catching up to them. "44th minute of play, 2-1 for the Blue Devils. Brandon Duarte getting a little bit of extra coaching from his dad on the near sideline here. His #1 supporter. Went out with him to Edmonton while he was on trial at the start of the season. There's another former FC Edmonton player, and Kyle Porter laying it off for the Waterloo captain, Luka Frankovic. Frankovic with a full head of steam, puts the ball into the middle of the box. Brought down and finally cleared by Stakic. McLennan laying it off for Santos. Santos switching play. Headed away by Achu Savananthan, but it's Frankovic coming away with it, putting another ball into the box, and it's Naroon Savananthan getting to it first, and Johnson Amu swings an elbow, missing Spafadora. Stakic cutting back. This is Pharrell Francis. Back to Kenny Leotis. Marudo Robinson up the pitch. Pass just a bit far in front of Johnson Amu. It'll be deemed to have gone out off of Luka Frankovic for an Alliance throw-in. And it looks like Kushin Nazemi's made his way back onto the pitch, so Alliance are back to full strength. Ball through the middle looking for Nazemi. He's down on the ground. McLennan able to get the ball up to Santos. Santos giving it back to Ilyas, who's well out of position right now. Ilyas, like a fish out of water, looking for options. Duarte stepping over and giving it back to McLennan, who's going to let the Blue Devils regroup as he gives it back to Bernstingle. Pharrell Francis has found Artem Tesker, laying it off for Stakic, who loses his feet as he sends a ball up, looking for Achu Savanathan, and Frankovic will put that one out of harm's way and over the line. Long throw from Maruto Robinson into the middle. Pharrell Francis getting it to Gardner. Gardner with the ball on his left foot, smashes one off of Mario McLennan and out. Narun Savanathan with a long throw into the box. McLennan heads it to Santos. Santos clears it up the pitch only as far as Leotis. Leotis being closed down quickly by Ilyas. He's going to have to go back to Praveen Alian. Alian putting it up, but Porter picks it off. He's found Cody Ellis, and this is exactly what the Blue Devils are looking for, to catch Alliance on the counter with not enough men back in position. And that ball carelessly put out of bounds, and it's going to break things up. And it sounds like we're going to have 2 minutes of additional time added on to this first half as Ilyas lays it off for Kyle Porter. Overlapping run from Frankovic, ball into the box. Santos turns and fires! What a save by Ahalan! Savanathan with it now. Savanathan loses his footing. McLennan pops it up into the air and he chases it down. McLennan still with it on the sideline. Nazemi giving him a hard time, and McLennan down to the ground. Santos into the box for Cody Ellis. Cody Ellis tries to knot it on for Taha Ilyas, and that's going to be the final play of the half as the Blue Devils are going into the dressing room up 2-1 on the visitors. First goal of the match coming in the 9th minute of play from Artem Tesker as he put too much mustard on that one for Lucas Bernstingle to keep out of his own goal. And then it was Matthew Santos 9 minutes later with the equalizer. And finally, Cody Ellis heading the ball over Praveen Alian to give the Blue Devils the lead, and they've held on to it going into the dressing room here for halftime. We'll be back in 15 minutes with your second half from Brawny Athletic Field. It's League One Ontario's semi-final here between Blue Devils FC and Alliance United. Go grab yourself a drink and go grab yourself a snack, and we'll be right back with your second half of action.
Man, so glad you found it. That would suck. Yeah, we're running. We're running.
All right, friends, we're back, ready to start the second half here from Brawny Athletic Field. You can see both teams taking the pitch. Had a chance to catch up with both coaching staffs at halftime. Blue Devils head coach Duncan Wild really pleased with his team's response after going down early in this match. And he said they had many chances, dominated possession, and he wants them to play exactly the same in the second half. Ilya Orlov having a big, long discussion with his squad. I was able to catch up with Cormac Ray, the assistant coach. He said it's a tight game so far. Transitions have been strong. They're getting in good positions, but it's a different game now that the opposition have scored 2 goals against them. But he's not surprised by their current position. Look for them to try and tighten things up a bit. A lot of space being given to this Blue Devils squad, a bit too much respect being shown to them. We've got a substitution coming here as Kushan Azemi is going to come out of the game for Alliance, and Sean Siegelwachs is going to come in, another one of those former U of T players. This is Kenny Leotis. His Alliance get us back underway. Siegelwachs, another U of T player with a bit of experience in the Toronto FC Academy. No changes for the Blue Devils. First goal of the game being scored by Artem Tesker in the 9th minute of play. And 9 minutes later, it was Matt Santos turning and firing and beating Praveen Ahilan to get the equalizer. And in the 35th minute, it was Cody Ellis heading the ball over Ahilan to give the Blue Devils the lead. Again, the winner of this game will go on to play against the Bonazzurri, who managed a 1-0 win over the Simcoe County Rovers last night at the North Maple Regional Park. Tight game. In the second half, though, Vaughan really started to take it to the Rovers. Dylan Carrero equalizing and Benitez Hernandez smashing in the game winner after Simcoe County Rovers were given an early lead by Ethan Beckford in the first half. And a strong response from a team that scored almost 60 goals in the regular season over the course of 21 games, which is absolutely eye-watering. Narun Savanathan unable to keep that ball in. You can see Blue Devils head coach Duncan Wild telling his team to keep up the intensity. He wants to see them to continue to play the way that they played that first half. They keep doing what they were doing, they're going to win this game by the looks of it. We'll see what Alliance have as an answer. Great sliding challenge there from Spapadora. This is Cody Ellis rounding Artem Tesker. Tesker comes away with it, though. Ellis giving up a fair bit of size to Tesker. This is Siegelwax giving it over to Stakic. Ball turned over with a careless pass, and this is Matt Santos cutting it back. Santos into the middle for Ilias. Ilias with it on his right foot, shot by Ilias into Ahilan, and Ahilan with a miraculous save. That ball was absolutely drilled in on goal. Siegelwax out on to the wing for Savanathan. Savanathan blocking Mario McLennan's clearance. Savanathan with it now, edging his way into the box. Sliding the ball in low, cleared by Frankovic. Out as far as Cody Ellis, and Cody Ellis is going to put that one out and give his team a chance to regroup, reposition, and catch their breath. Still 2-1 here in the second half. Looks like Tchaikovsky's down on the pitch. He might have injured his shoulder. Looks to be in a great deal of pain right now. Stakic getting a talking to from referee Scott Bowman. I would have to imagine he said something insensitive about Adam being down on the pitch right now, as we're here in the 49th minute of play as they recalibrate the scoreboard here at Brawny Athletic Field. Looks like Tchaikovsky's going to be helped up to his feet and he'll be escorted off the pitch. You can see how he's gingerly holding his right arm right now. Not moving it at all as he continues to walk, and you can see him continue to agonize as he makes his way over to the sideline. We'll keep you updated on what occurs here. He's making his way over to the trainer's bench. Blue Devils are going to play down a man for a few minutes here. This is a little reminiscent of what happened to them in their home game last season against Guelph United as the ball's put in towards that far post, but Bernstingle is going to collect that and slow things down here. Tchaikovsky's getting a little bit of a cooling spray down over on that sideline as Bernstingle continues to kill some time off the clock. They'll ship a ball up over the halfway line, and it's headed down by Pharrell Francis. Spafadora trying to nod it on to a teammate, but he's going to have to battle with Savanathan and Tesker. Artem Tesker losing out to Cody Ellis. Cody Ellis, his pass is blocked. Frankovic and Savanathan chasing that one down, and Frankovic will slide in and put that ball out of bounds for an Alliance throw-in. Maruto Robinson gets it into Leotis. Pharrell Francis out wide to Sam Gardner, the former FC Edmonton player. He puts a ball in towards the box, but no one's there but Shaq Lowe, who will just casually escort that one out for a Blue Devils goal kick. Looks like Tchaikovsky's ready to get back onto the pitch after receiving some medical attention. He's had his arm bandaged up here, and he's ready to get back into play. You can tell he's still in a bit of pain, though. As he runs, that arm's not moving at all. Sounds like he'd taken a bit of a knock this week in training as it was. But he's a tough customer, as anyone who's watched this league this past several years will attest to. Ball up over the top from Duarte. Ilias chasing it down, battling with Leotis. Ilias comes away with it. He's in the box with it on his right foot, cutting into the middle, but Stakic comes away with it. This is Achu Savanathan giving it to Artem Tesker. Tesker's in the middle, and he's going to put a ball off the outside of his foot, but Frankovic will chase that one down and play it all the way back to Bernstingle. Cody Ellis brings the ball down. Stakic outside of the boot for Siegelwax. Tesker back into Siegelwax. Finally, Luka Frankovic plays the ball back up into the Alliance end. Gardner now with time and space, and you can see how the Blue Devils are laying off this Alliance squad until they get the ball into the Blue Devils end, conserving energy and making Alliance bring the game to them. And this is what they're looking for once again, to catch this Alliance team with numbers. Ilias will close down Praveen Ahilan, and he'll get the ball back into play. And you can see the intensity's been ratcheted up by Alliance here in the second half. They're not taking as much time as they were in the first half to get the ball up over half. They know they need to get themselves back in the game, as the Blue Devils have them exactly where they want them, down a goal on their home field with tired legs after the Blue Devils have had a week to recuperate and regenerate. This is Ilias at the top of the box. Cutting inside, puts the ball into the middle, looking for Porter, but that's finally cleared by Siegelwax and out for a Blue Devils throw-in. 55th minute of play here at Brawny Athletic Field, and it's 2-1 for the Blue Devils in this League One Ontario semifinal matchup. Both these teams playing for the chance to face the Vaughan Azzurri in the final. Frankovic puts a ball into the box. Eagle Wax. Duarte with the shot in towards goal, and that goes off the back of Sam Gardner, and it'll be a corner kick for the Blue Devils. I was having a good chat with Tony Bartolomeo from the Vaughan Azzurri board last night about what's happened with the league this year, and he was praising the promotion and relegation coming down the pipe here for the league as that ball's headed up and out for a goal kick. But he's of the same mind that I am, and I think a lot of you out there are, that it's been a real game changer, making it so that every point counts in the lead up to 2024. And a lot of these teams knowing that every single game is going to matter. Spapadora got a foot to that and was disappointed. Spapadora maybe wasting his words there as the ball's worked around to Gardner. Gardner up for Seagull-Wax. Seagull-Wax is closed down by Porter. For him is, again, the Blue Devils are just waiting for Alliance to come at them back and let this game drag on and COVID on. And you can see that for a second took their eye off the prize once again. Gardner at you, Savannathan, who switched sides now. See if he can get any taking. No call on the play.